Let's go. All right, we are here. Cricket 21-22 cricket traders finally release day. We're good to go. We've got 10 boxes overall tonight. So we've split that into 3 breaks. Break 52, 53, 54. 4-box break to start. Then 2 3-box breaks. Good stuff. G'day, Jacob. Jacob's on Facebook, and Glenn, and everyone else looks like they're on YouTube. Lee, Justin, Jeff, Aiden, Josh, Matt, Jackson. Good stuff. All right. So I do have the combined chat up as usual, so I can see that. G'day, Luke. Awesome. We've got spot list. Let's get this spot list on the page. There we go. So that's 52. There was some trades, I think, in that one. Brisbane and Renegades swapped, and then the Renegades were moved on again for the test team. So those 3, I've already updated those on the page. They should be good. G'day, Shannon, Terry, Roger, Luke. Got a bit of a crowd. All right. Excellent. Now, just quickly before we get started, obviously see I've got the asterisks next to the test and women team. That's just because those 2 spots aren't as straightforward as the BBL teams. There was a couple of things we did just to balance this a little bit better for the break. So, in this one, the Ashes caricature cards are assigned to the teams with the lesser hits in the break. So once we've done the break, we've sorted it. Any spots which are clearly finished worse off, we will use the caricatures as balances. Obviously the Australian Test and the women Parallels and Mojos will go to those 2 spots. The T20 Parallels and Mojos will go to the women's spot. The One Day International Parallels and Mojos will go to the men's or the Australian Test spot. Legend signatures, if we're lucky enough to find a legend signature, we'll randomise those between all 10 hits in the break. So everyone will go in that randomiser. And what else? Golden tickets. There's 10 golden tickets. There's 10 teams in the break. So we've just assigned, obviously, the BBL are all their own. The women get the full master set, and the Australian Test gets the Australian men's side. And I think that's about it. Yep, I think that covers it. Any questions, though, just hit me up in the chat, and I'll do our best to give you the answers you're looking for. Let's move those aside so we can get started. The change this year to the 36-pack boxes instead of 24. I haven't opened any packets personally myself. I have had Wayne dropped in to help open about half a case. And I got my son to finish off that case, but this will be the first time we've opened anything. Okay, let's just grab them all. There we go. We're good. Can you hear the, is there background music or is it quiet enough you can't hear it? Alright. Well, here we go. Wayne said to ship all the Sixers cards. Yeah, right. What does the Centurion cards go to? They'll go, there's 6 male and 3 Centurions. They will just continue going to their spots. Cool. Sound is perfect. Excellent. Let's do it. Here we go. Now, a few of you have already had the chance to open some stock yourselves, which is cool. But for those who haven't, our base, it's got a little bit of a gloss on it. A bit of a change from recent years, not just TLA, but also the tap and play days where it was just full colour all over the thing. Now it's a little bit more subtle, just the splash of the BBL teams. I think they look pretty good. Anyway, our first parallel, Philippe for the Sixers. You can actually see the foil finish there. Nice looking cards. And the street art. Nicola, geez, can't even read that. Carey. That's horrible handwriting. It's even worse on the back. Anyway, Aussie women, street art. Ashton Turner for the Scorchers. Season to remember, which was like our top 10 from last year. Daniel Hughes, also for the Sixers. We've got the BBL game at the moment. That's cool. We'll get some score updates. Kane Richardson, T20. And our Black Street Art. Larkin, Stars. Believe Black Street Arts are 1 per box. Like I said, first box, we have to get used to all this again. Upside down, is that normal? Maybe because it's in front of a mojo. Georgia Wareham, Renegades Parallel, and our first Sapphire Mojo. The change this year, we had Ruby last year. This year, Sapphires. Should be at least 1 in every box. Daniel Worrell, Strikers, and these are serial numbered to just 30, which is pretty cool. Strikers in the first break is Lee, and that one was numbered 21 of 30. So same design as last year, just with the sapphire instead of the ruby, and the shorter print number. James Pattinson, Test Squad, Street Art, Hazlett for the Brisbane Heat. Phoebe Litchfield, Thunder. And James Vince, Season to Remember, another one for the Sixers. There are some teams which get a lot more Season to Remembers than others. I think there's one team that did not, one BBL team that doesn't feature in that set from memory. Jake Fraser McGurk, Renegades. Centurion, Matthew Wade. Also nice clean cards. I like the look of the Centurions. Matthew Wade. Travis Head, Strikers, and Sarah Coit, Club Heroes. Same design as the NRL one earlier this year, except they're not 1 per box in cricket. They're a little bit more common than that. Nathan Lyon, his image is always looks the same. Stoinis, Stars. And Meg Lanning, Season to Remember for the Stars. They did not have it. That's true, Glenn. It was a little rough. Steketee, Brisbane Heat. And Jai Richardson for the Scorchers. Glenn Maxwell, One Day. Alex Hales, Season. Georgia Wareham, Aussie Women. Ashley Gardner, also Aussie Women. And Sanger, Thunder. Dwarshus for the Sixers. And that's our first Ashes caricatures. Tim Payne, done by Harv. Same person who does the halftime posters, which we actually have on our website. Don't know why I was doing that. And they're also the cards which feature in the starter packs with the colour variations. Aaron Hardy for the Scorchers. Mitch Marsh, T20. And Sophie Devine, Scorchers. Matt Wade for the Canes. And our first tearaways, Megan Schutt, So that's a similar design to the one in Elite, NRL Elite, except this is all full foil finish. Tearaways. Cam Green, Test, Rachel Priest for the Hurricanes. Seb Gotch, Stars, and Alyssa Healy. Nathan Ellis, Courtney Webb, Club Heroes, Renegades. We'll get rid of some of these. Tom Cooper, Brisbane Heat. Oh, bang! First box. Greg Chappell. Greg Chappell, Legend Signature. I am hoping to add one of these to my own collection personally. I'd love a Greg Chappell Legend Signature just to keep for myself. Not this one though. This one is going to be randomized at the end of this break. It's numbered 138 of 150. So to 150. They're a little bit shorter print than the NRL ones, which are usually numbered to 208. So Greg, randomized at the end of the break. Good luck everyone. We are putting all 10 spots into that random. So anyone can get it. Stoinis, T20. Beth Mooney, season to remember for the Scorchers. Checklist. Those checklist parallels, we usually, same thing, we just throw them into one of the team spots that looks shorter of cards than everyone else. Steve Smith. Young Guns, that's our first Young Gun. Piper Cleary, Perth Scorchers. Again, it's a similar design as we've seen before. Young Guns. Meg Lanning for the Stars and Rachel Priest, Hobart, Club Hero. Finch, One Day. McDermott, Season to Remember. Sanger, Thunder, Parallel. Pat Cummins, Ashes Caricature. Pat. Kane Richardson and Tearaways, Courtney Sipple for the Heat. Rachel Priest, Hobart. James Vince, Season. Talia McGrath, Club Heroes, Healy. Oh, look at that. Upside down cards. Jess Jonathan, Brisbane. Sarah Coit, Tearaways for the Strikers. Looks like we've got 4 packets left. Box 1. John Wells, also for the Strikers. And Chris Lynn, Brisbane, Season to Remember. Talia McGrath for the Women. Nat Shiva, Melbourne Stars. Marcus Stoinis, One Day. Daniel Worrell, Strikers, Street Art. And Chris Green, Parallel, with Alex Carey, Season to Remember. There we go. So we have, what, 3? There's 3 cards, which are 1 per box. Our Black Street Arts, our Centurions, and our Young Guns. The Young Guns also comes in a serial numbered black version. I'm sure we'll likely find one some stage during this break. That's it, Josh. Greg. Box 2. I agree, Brad. Nice, and something a bit different as well. Enriquez for the one-day team. Where's Agar? Beth Mooney and Courtney Webb, Club Heroes. Aaron Finch, T20. Heather Knight, Season to Remember. Josh Philippe. And there's our Centurion for Sean Marsh. Aaron Finch, Renegades, Tearaways, Megan Schutt for the Aussie women. Aaron Burns, Sydney Sixers. Steve Smith, caricature. Sophie Devine, Scorchers, and Courtney Sipple, Tearaways. Darcy Short, T20. And Jai Richardson, Season to Remember. No, not 1 auto per box, Jacob. Although we got an auto in the first box. The authentic signatures are 1 in every 5 boxes. Plus, hopefully, a legend, but they're not guaranteed per case. Oliver Davies. Ben Dwarshus. Travis Head for the test. Alex Hales, Club Hero. Glenn Maxwell for the Stars. Sophie Devine. Will Pukovsky. Did I get that right? Couple new each year. Chris Lynn. Flintoff, Tess. And Aaron Osborne. Street Art. Grace Harris. And our Black Street Art is Nicola Carey. Nicola. Aussie women. Authentic gold. This is the foil version, but they look good. Dan Christian for the Sixers. Doesn't tell you what it's limited to, but I think there's how many per case? 3 or 4? 4, I think. And Mitchell Stark, one day parallel. Riley Meredith. And there's our next Ashes caricature, Nathan Lyon. What do we got? Authentic foil, 1 in 72 packs. Oh, so it's 1 in every 2 boxes, those gold ones. They look good too. Everything looks good really. In hand. Not sure how it's showing up on screen. Looks pretty good. Chris Lynn. Carey. Hurricanes. Steketee. Top 10 or season to remember. I think this time we have an authentic signature. Oh, and she's even put a inscription there with the number 10. That's nice. Always good to see signers add a little extra. Beth Mooney. Perth Scorchers. Keza. Mooney Scorchers. Inscription number 10 and is serial numbered 116 of 120. Mooney. Keza. I don't think Keza's around yet. Hasn't showed up yet. Typical Keza. Picks up a signature. First cricket break. And a Josh Hazelwood test spot. Pat Cummins test. Jacob says, oh no. Do you have Scorchers in one of the other breaks, Jacob? Darlington for the Thunder. Street Art, Will Sutherland. Renegades. Time and Age. Rage Against the Machine song. Josie Dooley. Philippe, season to remember, Sixers. Darcy Brown, Strikers. And Wes Agar for the Strikers, Club Hero. Alex Carey, One Day, and Nat Shiva. Alex Ross. Charlie Knott. Brisbane Heat. Young Guns. Dan Christian. In a Sixers shirt. Oh, there we go. Our mojo is a Sapphire Jordan Silk for the Sixers. Wayne has the Sydney Sixers in this break. Jordan Silk is 15 of 30. Sapphire number 2. Jai Richardson and Alyssa Healy. Street Art. Joshua Laylor. James Vince. Renshaw and Philippe. Jess Jonathan, Aussie Women. Sarah Coit, Tearaways. Enriquez, Sixers. Grace Harris, Brisbane Heat Street Art. Carey, Rachel Priest. Carey again. Aussie Women. A different Carey, obviously. Stoinis. Ashton Agar. One Day. Base are a little slidey. It is Wayne. It is a Sixers Sapphire. Perry. And Sammy Joe Johnson. Thunder. Bit of a mashed packet. Last pack of the box. It's a Mitch Marsh for the Scorchers and Alex Hales top 10. Cricket. Box number 3. Darcy Short. Hurricanes Authentic Series Signature Marcus Stoinis for our Melbourne Stars spot. Peter Siddle, Alex Carey. Xavier Bartlett is our young gun for the Brisbane Heat. There's a Meg Lanning parallel. Bartlett. That's our black too. So there you go. It's our first black young gun. And it's the Brisbane Heat. Jeff. 65 of 80 on our black young gun. There we go. It's been a numbered hit in every box so far. On top of the sapphires, which we know we're going to get, Rachel Priest, Meg Lanning, Labuschagne, Test Parallel. Are these out in newsagents yet? They should start to turn up. I know a few newsagents do have it. Stanlake, Sophie Devine. If they don't have them, if you haven't seen them this week, try Thursday. Jess Jonathan, Heather Graham, Tearaway's Scorchers. Chasing base team set, are they on your website? Not yet. We haven't put any singles on the website yet. Meg Lanning. We'll try and start doing that probably by late in the weekend. Dave Warner, Centurion. David Warner. Stoinis. Sarah Coit, Club Heroes. Do you know if the redemption winners will have a SIG card as part of the set, or is it just unnumbered cards? Good question. I will ask. Previously, redemption... is this talking about the predictors? Chris Green, Alex Hales. It's usually, at least it would certainly be serial numbered, whatever it is. But I haven't heard about what the actual card's going to be yet. Jai Richardson and Josh Hazelwood. Caricature. Fraser McGurk. And there's our sapphire for the box. It is Daniel Sams. T20. T20s go to the women's spot. So that'll be Brett's. Daniel Sams. It is numbered 19 of 30. Sam's. Daniel Hughes. Jai Richardson. Travis Head. Rachel Priest. Hurricanes. Ash Gardner. James Vince. Dwarshus. Parallel. And Amelia Kerr. Brisbane Heat Club hero. Aaron Hardy. Berendorf. Scorchers and Sanger. Season to remember. Sophie Molyneux. Ben McDermott. Oops. Coulter Nile for the Stars and Beth Mooney, Scorchers. Good redemption, yes, because you've obviously, we've got the Women's Big Bash, which is obviously already decided, so we know which predictor we're looking for that one. Sarah Coit, Tim Payne, caricature. Hazelwood, Stan Lake, Stars. Tim David. And our young gun, Amy Smith from Hobart. Amy Smith, sporting the Sunnies. Don't usually see that in Aussie sports trading cards. Max Bryant. Shiva. Shoot. Chris Lynn. Ash Gardner for the Sixers. Heather Knight. Thunder. Heather Graham. Worrell. Strikers Street Art. Checklist. Healy. Club hero for the Sixers. Rachel Haynes. Pat Cummins. James Vince. Season. Sam's. Scott Bolland. Tearaways. Jimmy Pearson. Brisbane. Mitch Marsh. Scorchers Street Art. Labuschagne. Healy. 3 packs left in the box. Stoinis. Daniel Hughes. Steve Smith. Our black street art is Sam Hazlett. Brisbane Heat. And last pack of box number 3. Sean Marsh, Renegades, and Chris Tremaine. Sydney Thunder, Street Art. And box 4, last box of this first break. Renegades 1 for 84. After 12. Ben Cutting. Stoinis, top 10. Authentic Series, Chris Green. Thunder for Glenn. Zach Evans parallel. Chris Lynn. Villani and Zampa. Double for the Stars. Vakariwa. Dwarcius. Prestwidge. Georgia Prestwidge. Mitchell Stark. Caricature. That's our Sapphire Mojo back there behind Philippe. We'll save one. I think that's the first card I've actually caught without just whipping it out. Travis Head. Stoinis. Street Art. Aussie Men. Or Aussie Test Spot. Bartlett. And another Street Art. Ben McDermott. For the Hurricanes. Carey. Alex Carey. Alex Carey again. Alex Ross. Black Street Art for the Strikers. Worrell. Jonathan. Ismail for the Thunder. Enriquez, parallel. Alex Hales, club hero. Mitch Marsh, Perth, and Sophie Devine. Sanger. Young Guns. Joshua Layla. Oh, that is black too. Jeez, I keep nearly missing the blacks. Sanger is a black Young Gun. So, 61 of 80 with the Thunder. Glenn. Glenn has the Thunder. Congrats, Glenn. 61 of 80. It's our second black Young Gun. You've already got the woohoo on the screen from the last one. Peschel, Scorchers, Leeson, Carly Leeson, Renegades, Tearaways. Renshaw, Strikers, Sanger, Zampa, parallel. Megan Schutt. Our Young Gun is Jack Edwards for the Sixers. Sydney Sixers, Jack Edwards. Taylor Vlamink, Sam Harper. Perry for the Sixers, Jai Richardson, Scorchers. Sean Abbott and Beth Mooney. Bancroft, Perth. Glenn Maxwell. Healy. Agar. And Beth Mooney. Where's Agar? McGrath. Talia McGrath. Adelaide. Darcy Brown. Adam Zampa. Piper Cleary. Street Art. Checklist. Parallel. Steketee, Season to Remember. I don't think our parallel pile can take much more. They're very slidey cards. Matt Wade. Our Centurion. Perry. Lise Perry. That will go to the Aussie women's spot. Healy. Parallel. A Cameron Green. Caricature. Joe Burns. Ben Dwarshus. Tearaways. Sydney. Sixers. Courtney Webb. Sammy Joe Johnson. Missed that Season to Remember in the base. What are you talking about? You're saying that I missed a Season to Remember insert. Hilton Cartwright. James Vince. Bolland. And James Vince Club Hero. And Riley Meredith. Where's Agar? Club Heroes. I put one in the base pile. No worries. Should stand out, right? There it is. Heather Knight. This the one you're talking about? Yeah. Heather Knight. We can do a... usually do a insert check anyway when we pack it. We'll count the numbers, make sure it all adds up. Okay, there we go. So we do still need to randomize the legend, but before we do that, we do have another mojo here. Our last Sapphire mojo is for the Perth Scorchers. Peschel. Tennille. Peschel. 9 of 30 on the Scorchers Sapphire, which is Keza. Picks up a Sapphire. There we go. That's number 4. So, alright, let me just clear this. So just a quick recap before we move on. We'll do our random and everything. Our cards that are 1 per box are the ones we'll just quickly show off the teams just so we know. You can always come to the end of the breaks. Young Guns for the Sixers, the Hurricanes, the Heat and the Scorchers. Centurions, I think 3 of them were for the men and 1 for the ladies. Our black street arts, we had Aussie Women, the Stars, the Heat and the Strikers. We had 3 of the authentic foil versions for the Sixers, Stars and Thunder. Like so. And then our numbered stuff in our 4-box break. Our 4 Sapphires. Tennille, Scorchers, number 9. Jordan Silk, Sixers, number 15. Daniel Sams, T20, which is for the Aussie women, number 19. Daniel Worrell, Strikers, 21. We had 2 black young guns, Sanger, 61, and Bartlett for the Heat, 65. We had a Beth Mooney, authentic signature for the Scorchers, number 116. And we picked up a Greg Chappell, legend signature, numbered 138 of 150. And that one we're going to randomise now between all 10 spots in the break. So let me just bring up random.org. And I'm going to need to put 10 spots. We'll copy that over. I'm going to throw that up on the screen so everyone can see what's going on. Where are we? Desktop. That's what we want. Okay, so there we go. We're in random.org. We have all 10 spots. We're going to throw this through the randomizer 3 times. Top spot will take the Greg Chappell Legend Signature card. So good luck, everyone. And off we go. 1, 2. Last one is... Oh, that was fitting. He ended up back with the Australian test spot. Greg Chappell stays with the test spot. Let's cross back over to our live screen. Oops. That's Trent, I think. Yes, Trent. Trent had the Aussie test spot. Picks up the nice Greg Chappell Legend signature. Awesome. That one's probably fitting for a 1-touch. I'll give you one anyway when you if you pick them up in the store. Good stuff. All right, so we're just going to move this over to the side. And then we're going to kick straight into the next break. Okay, first things first, let's update the teams on the screen. We're going to go from... Oh, geez, don't delete the teams on the screen. Copy. I lost it all. Let's get rid of that and go like so. Alright, break 53. 53. Let's check out that. There was a trade in that one. The Sixers and the Heat we've already switched around. If there's been any other trades which I've missed, which have happened since we've been on the live, then just hit me up in the chat and we will fix it. Cool. Great. Let me get my screen back so I can see what's going on. Perfect. Let's do it. So this is a break 5-3. This was a 3-box break this time. So there's box number 1. Why is Sam's in the women's? I don't know what you're talking about. That is, yeah. It's always the way. Jacob, damned if you do, damned if you don't. No, we don't do the intro before every break. We'll cross back over to the intro for a 30-second intro. Zach Evans. We're straight into it. And there's the black street art straight away. Talia McGrath. Strikers. Have to work out who everyone's got in this break now. Paul with the striker spot. Daniel Sams for the T20. And Perry, Centurion. Scorchers were traded for the Thunder. There's a Perry for the Aussie women. Centurion. Scorchers were traded for the Thunder. So that was Lee and Jacob switched. Okay. Just updated that on the sheet over here. And I'll fix it on the screen as well, just so we can avoid any confusion. So Thunder was Jacob. And is now Lee. Alright, so that should be right now. Okay, perfect. We shall continue. What is that? I reckon that's a predictor, because I haven't seen foil at the top before. Where's Agar? So we'll keep that just to the end of the box. Darcy Brown for the women. James Vince. Courtney Webb, Renegades, and Alex Hales. Sean Abbott. Daniel Sams, Tearaways. Thunder. Mac Wright. It's our first Mac Wright card. Amelia Kerr, Club Heroes. Bancroft. Zampa. Ashton Agar, T20. Munro, Colin Munro. First Colin Munro card. Wasn't in the release last year. Healy. And our first Sapphire is Sophie Molyneux for the Aussie women, which is Brett as Aussie women, and she is numbered 2 of 30. Molyneux. Let's bring these top loaders closer, so I have to keep reaching all the way over there. Didn't take me too long to work that out. Mitch Swepson, Meg Lanning. Jai Richardson, One Day. Mitchell Stark, Caricature. Joe Burns. Street art is Marcus Stoinis for Australia. Lauren Smith. Hilton Cartwright Stars. Nathan Ellis Hurricanes. Bolland Hurricanes, and Beth Mooney for Perth. Bartlett, Brisbane. Zampa, Street Art, Ben McDermott. Ben Cutting. Hannah Darlington, season to remember. Vlamink, Aussie Women. And Talia McGrath, Street Art, Adelaide. Steve Smith, One Day. McDermott. Worrell. Our young gun is Hayley Silver Holmes. Sydney Sixers. Jordan Silk. Sarah Coit. Perry and Vince. Peschel. Scott Bolland, Club Heroes. Zampa, T20. Checklist. Andrew Ty. Molyneux, Aussie Women. Chris Lynn, season to remember. Matt Wade. Cam Green. Caricature. Andrew Ty. Kane Richardson, Tearaways. Villani, Stella Campbell, Tearaways. Zampa, Street Art, Piper Cleary, Perth. Last 4 packs. Tim Payne, Daniel Hughes, Vakarua, Jake Weatherald. Last 2 packs of the box. Shoot. Prestwidge and Sam Harper. Club Heroes. And the predictor, which we put aside, is for the Brisbane Heat. Brisbane Heat WBBL 07 predictor. Numbered 20 of 135. That's what the predictors are numbered to this year. 135. What's it say this year? Individual championship predictor cards can be redeemed. Only championship predictor cards for the winning team are eligible. So it sounds like they're trying to say you can't send in the whole set with this one. Is that right? This is the first I've read about it. I'll try and I'll speak to someone at TLA and see. So come on, guys. Give people an incentive to get all the set. Got to be some kind of reward for doing that. Sure, we can whip up something. Identical hits to your box, Brisbane Predictor and Young Gun. Oh, you got the same Young Gun and Predictor. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a permanent collation thing. We shall see as our sample sizes continue to grow. Zampa. Worrell. Stoinis. Oops. Megan Schutt. And the black street art is Dooley. Josie Dooley. Holy Dooley. Renegades. Brett. with the dually. Andrew Ty, Rachel Priest. Oh, bang, there we go. Oh, she's got a nice signature too. Sophie Molyneux, Renegades. Good if some of the guys would sign like that. That's a ripper. Nice Sophie Molyneux signature, authentic. Nice number 2, number 9 of 120. Renegades is Brett. Congrats, Brett. It's almost worth getting one just for the effort and the signature. Wonder if she still signed them like that by card number 120. And Vlay Mink was the parallel. Checklist. Sophie Devine. McDermott and Stickety. Hazlett. Meg Lanning. Centurion. Aussie women. Cameron Green. Chris Lynn. We had the switcheroo on you, Jacob. You had the Renegades last break, right? Matthew Wade. Jai Richardson. 1 day. I don't think that's... it's not actually... Actually looks like it's part of the card. I don't know if maybe his shoe or something's down there. But that's on the actual card. That's not a damage. Just makes it look like damage because it's this random white spot down the bottom corner. But it actually looks like it's not. So Jai Richardson, 1 day. 1 day is the Aussie test team, which is Paul. Picks that one up. It's number 25 of 30 on the Jai Richardson. Valani. Strikers. McGrath. Talia McGrath. Strikers. Vakariwa. Healy. Dave Warner. Dwarshus. Perry. Oops, nearly did it again with the Sanger. Peschel. Tearaways. Mitchell Stark. Georgia Prestwidge. Jai Richardson. Zampa. Tremaine. Labouchane. Zampa and Nat Shiva. Rachel Haynes. Sammy Joe. Thunder. Jordan Silk and Heather Knight. Tim Payne. Beth Mooney. Daniel Sams. And Mitchell Stark, caricature. Mac Wright, Steketee, Tearaway, Brisbane Heat. Jack Edwards, Darcy Brown, Young Gun, Aussie Women, Darcy. Molyneux, Lauren Smith. Josh Inglis, Scorchers, and Wes Agar, Club Hero. Swepson, Vince. Glenn Maxwell, Jai Richardson. Jai Richardson, one day. Courtney Webb, Club Heroes for the Gades. Marcus Harris. Peter Siddle, Tearaways. That's another premiership predictor. Liam Hatcher. And Jordan Silk. Lauren Smith. Piper Cleary, Street Art. Last two packs of box number 2. Courtney Webb. Alex Carey. Will Sutherland. Parallel. Premiership, or Champions, I should say. Champions predictor. There's a Steve Smith parallel there. And the predictor is Renegades. Renegades, how they going tonight? We got a score update before. 3 for 139 after 17. Oh, there we go. It makes it a bit better. Number 1. 1 of 135. Brett has the Renegades. Number 1 predictor. Cool little extra touch to it. Good to see a number 1 come out first night. And we'll grab ourselves another box. This is box 3. Perry, Colin Munro, Layla, and Stoinis, Street Art. Yeah, that's it, Luke. I think Champions predictors. So if they got to win that championship, and then you can send it in and redeem it for some kind of special card or set of cards or something. Eventually they'll tell us what the prize is. Renshaw, Vince, Joe Burns, Heather Knight, Club Hero, Hilton Cartwright, Meg Lanning, Bolland, Cameron Green, caricature, Josh Hazelwood. Our black Street Art is for the Scorchers. Mitch Marsh. Jack Edwards, Black Young Gun, Sydney Sixers. And a Hannah Darlington. So Sixers pick up Black Young Gun, which is Lee. 1098 76ers. Nice low one as well. Number 6 of 80 on the Jack Edwards Black. Agar, Bolland, Club Hero. Dooley, Vince. Bartlett. Alex Carey, Alex Hales. Alex Ross, the trifecta of Alex's. And looks like a authentic gold of upside down. Peter Siddle. Strikers. Paul. Darcy Brown. Jai Richardson. Tara Ways. Put all your scorches from break. No worries, Jacob. Just fire me through a Discord message as well, just so I see it later. Riley Meredith. Amelia Kerr. Club Heroes. Chris Lynn. Gracie Harris. Street Art. Enriquez. Hannah Darlington. Ben Cutting. Ben McDermott. Going for the 3 Bens. Not quite. Enriquez. Pukovsky. Will. Sam Harper. Tess Flintoff. Parallel. 153. That's Mitch Marsh. Andrew Ty. Not a huge total. Josh Philippe. Nathan Lyon. Caricature. Zach Evans. Young Gun. Madeline Penner. Strikers. Agar Healy, Club Hero. Darcy Brown, Chris Lynn. Darcy Short, Nathan Ellis. Sophie Devine, and the street art is Will Sutherland. Renegades. No head or carry for the straw. Okay. Alright then. Jonathan Coit. Jacob says easy for the strikers. Sean Abbott. Vakariwa. Terraways. Travis Head. Annabelle Sutherland. Stars, Tearaways, Bancroft, Ben McDermott, Street Art, Home Stretch, Agar, Daniel Hughes. That's our Sapphire there. Healy, Steve Smith is the Centurion. Steve Smith. Glenn Maxwell, Jake Weatherald. And our Mojo. There it is the Renegades. Aaron Burns. Sorry, Jacob. This keeps coming. Renegades, Will Sutherland. Brett has our Renegades spot. The Renegades owned this particular break. They're getting up with 3 numbered hits for the Melbourne Renegades. That one is numbered 25 of 30. $25 of 30. All right. Move the box. Our 1, 2, 2. The cards which were 1 per box inserts. Our black Street Arts were the Scorchers, Renegades, Strikers. Our Young Guns were the Strikers, Aussie Women, and the Sixers. Our Centurions, we had 1 for the men, 2 for the women, and a Strikers authentic gold or foil or whatever you want to call it this year. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbered cards from the 6 boxes. So our Sapphires, Sutherland, number 25 for the Renegades. Jai Richardson, number 25 as well for the Aussie test spot, Aussie men. Sophie Molyneux for the women, number 2. 2 predictors, BBL, Renegades, which was a number 1. And WBBL, Brisbane Heat, number 20. Black Young Gun, Jack Edwards, Sixers, number 6 of 80. And Renegades Authentic Signature, Sophie Molyneux, number 9. 9 of 120. There we go. That was break 5-3 for cricket. Cricket 53. Now again, let me just grab the teams for 54. This one is a 3-box break as well. So let's go. Teams. Get them up on the screen. That's a bit small. What's going on there? That's a bit better. Okay. That's good. Clear that out of the way. 54. Was there trades for 54? No trades before we went live. So if you've traded since then, just make sure you send a message in the chat so I know what's happening. Otherwise, let me move back over to the break screen and grab my drink. And let's go. Good luck everyone in this one. Who we got this time? Berendorf. And Jai Richardson. Scorchers. Starters off. Rachel Haynes. Thunder. Wes Agar. Club Heroes. Carey. Aussie Women. Alex Hales. Molyneux. Stoinis. Excited to watch the Ashes tomorrow, Josh. Excellent. We will definitely have cricket on one of our TVs down the shop. That's a sapphire there. I have 3 TVs up. We'll put cricket on one of them. Obviously with the test match. Take forever. Josh Hazelwood. Mitch Marsh. Street Art. Usually have NBA on at least one of the TVs. And then see what else is live at the time. Max Bryant. Healy. When does it start tomorrow? What time? Pat Cummins. Philippe. Dan Christian. And our first Centurion for the break is Beth Mooney for the Aussie Women. Jai Richardson. Beth Mooney. 10 a.m. Queensland time. So 11. Yeah, that's good. 11's good for me. Tim David. Usually around the same time that everything else starts at the moment. Aaron Finch for all the American sports. Divine. I think there was an Everton game on today too, which I've missed. Beth Mooney. Steve Smith. Caricature. Pat Cummins. Megan Schutt. Heather Knight. Broadcast. Okay. Ashley Gardner and Chris Lynn. Heather Graham. Looks like an authentic gold, is it? Yes. Sophie Molyneux. Renegades. Heather Graham parallel. Renegades authentic foil. Rob with the Renegades, with the Renegade spot, yeah. Coulter Nile and Wes Agar. Jai Richardson. Alex Hales. Labuschagne. Chris Tremaine. Carey Hurricanes. Nat Shiva. Stanlake. Steketee. Grace Harris. Our young gun is Nicole Faltham. Haven't had a Nicole Faltham yet. Melbourne Stars. Mitchell Stark. Zampa. Darcy Short. Our black street art is Lauren Smith from the Thunder. Daniel Hughes, Stella Campbell, tearaways. Meg Lanning, Josh Hazelwood, caricature. Is that another predictor? How many predictors did you get in the case? Oliver Davies and Josh Philippe. Two in the back. Predictor. Doesn't say. Just says 135 per team. Aaron Finch and Kane Richardson, tearaways. Alex Carey, Aaron Osborne, Street Art Stars. Peter Siddle, Sammy Joe. Last 4 packs of the box. Labuschagne and Ben Dwarshus. A checklist. Daniel Sams, tearaways for the Thunder. Daniel Sams, parallel. James Vince, club hero. And last pack of box 1, Sean Marsh, Renegades. And we had this was the Sapphire is for the Hurricanes. Mac Wright. Hobart spot is Mick, and Mac Wright is 29 of 30. Mac Wright. And there's a Jimmy Pearson parallel. And I think it's a predictor. The predictor is BBL Perth Scorchers. Champions predictor. Scorchers is Brett. It's numbered 130 of 135. Scorchers champions. Box 2. Annabelle Sutherland. Andrew Ty. Jordan Silk and Sophie Devine. Andrew Ty. Heather Graham. Tearaways for the Scorchers. Zampa. Amelia Kerr. Josh Inglis. And Street Art was Larkin. Nick Larkin. Stars. Amelia Kerr. And Centurion Mitch Marsh. Mitch Marsh. Tim Payne. Wes Agar season. Sams. That's our Sapphire behind Daniel Sams. Kawaja. It's the first time we've called Kawaja's name tonight. Vince. Jack Edwards, Sixers. Mac Wright. And Lauren Smith, Street Art. Thunder. Dave Warner. Chris Lynn, Club Heroes. Swepson. Philippe. Jai Richardson. Scott Bolland, Club Hero. Mackenzie Harvey, Renegades. Dave Warner, Caricature. Lauren Smith. Harry Nielsen. Rachel Haynes. Colin Munro. Hazlett. Labouchane. The Ashes. Cam Green. And Stanlake Tearaways for the Stars. Dave Warner. Josh Philippe. Healy, Sixers. Young Gun, Sanger. Sydney Thunder. Young Gun. Chris Tremaine. Sarah Coit. Will Sutherland. Jordan Silk. Street Art. I think that's another Champions Predictor. Ben McDermott. Nat Shiva. Beth Mooney and James Vince, Club Hero. Matthew Wade. Jake Weatherald. Mitchell Stark. Scott Bolland. Tearaways, Hurricanes. Worrell. Hales. Marcus Harris. Heather Knight. Steve Smith. Our Black Street Art is for the Sixers. Healy. Who's that? Oh! Authentic Signature. Wasn't expecting that one. Meg Lanning. Authentic Signature. Numbered 118 of 120. Aussie Women, Jeff. Picks up the Meg or the M2. There we go. That one surprised me because the case which we opened, that Wayne and my son opened, only had 2 authentics, and we've just snagged 3 in this case, and the Legend Signature. So this case, got signatures in every break. Meg Lanning, Aussie Women. Good stuff. Monaloo. So that was a 3-hit box, right? It was 2 because on top of the Authentic Signature, Liam Hatcher parallel, there's a BBL Brisbane Heat Champions Predictor, which is numbered 53. Brisbane Heat, which is Mick. And the sapphire in that box as well was James Pattinson, Australian Test Squad. Number 26 of 30. Aussie Test is Lee. Picks up the Pattinson sapphire. Few people want the Lannings, right? Yep. Another nice one for the PC. Congrats, Jeff. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I still had 3 packets. I think I got that signature and I just assumed we're at the end of the box. Still had 3 packets left from that box. There was a Glenn Maxwell, Nathan Ellis, Aaron Osborne, and a Josie Dooley. Street art for the Hurricanes. And the last pack was a Stellenberg parallel and a Hannah Darlington top 10. Alright, now we'll do it. There we go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Might just have enough sleeves there without me having to go upstairs. See how we go. Box 3. See you later, Lee. Aaron Osborne. James Vince. James Pattinson. A Warner caricature. Strikers, none for 20 after 2. So it started well and truly on track. Litchfield. Dwarshus. Tearaways. Georgia Wareham. Josh Philippe. Stellenberg. Where's Agar? Amelia Kerr, and the sapphire is behind Amelia. Talia McGrath, Beth Mooney. Checklist. Dooley, street art again. Another Dooley. Annabelle Sutherland. Alex Hales. Tom Cooper for the Brisbane Heat. And Carey for the Aussie Women. Aaron Finch. Hannah Darlington. Stark. Ismail. Thunder. Tearaways. Sanger. A Centurion is Kawaja. Usman. Healy. In the black street art, Rachel Priest for Hobart. Priest. Oh, is that dead set another Champions predictor? Kane Richardson. Sam Harper. Has to stay for the last box. John Wells. Vince. Gotta let it cool down a bit, Lee. Matthew Wade. Sophie Devine. Mitch Marsh, Andrew Ty, Mackenzie, Harvey, Alex Hales, Harry Nielsen, Talia McGrath, Pat Cummins, Ashes caricature, Philippe, parallel, Ashton Turner, Colin Munro, Kane Richardson, Nathan Lyon, Sam Hazlett, Brisbane Heat Street Art, Georgia Wareham, our young gun Courtney Webb from the Renegades for Rob. Cameron Green, Scott Bolland, Seb Gotch, Jake Weatherald, Nathan Ellis, tearaways for Carly Leeson, Stoinis Ellis, Matt Wade, Adam Zampa, Stickety, Dave Warner. Our street art is Nick Larkin, Stars. 2 more packs. Kawaja, Philippe, Glenn Maxwell, parallel, and Nat Shiva. Here we go. So we've got 2 more hits here. I think one of them is a Champions Predictor. There's a Beth Mooney parallel. It is a Champions Predictor of the BBL Sydney Thunder, which will be Jacob. Jacob snags a numbered card right at the end. Thunder. It's numbered 116 of 135. We had a predictor in every single box in that break. And we've also got a Sapphire here. And then I've got one more thing which I need to randomise out. Our Sapphire is for the Stars. Melbourne Stars for Brett Zampa. Numbered 8. 8 of 30. Now that was... that, we'll recap that. But as well as that, we also want to randomise out our case card, which we have here. Now what I was going to do is if one of the 3 breaks didn't land a signature, I was just going to randomise it to that one break. But every break had a signature card come out in it. So I'm actually going to randomise the case card between all 30 spots from all 3 breaks tonight. So we'll randomise 1 through 30. Before I do that, we'll do a quick recap. And I should tell you what the case card is. Where'd I put it? Cool. Alright. I've still got it. Haven't lost it. What we'll do is our quick recap. Alright, the 1 per box cards. Our Young Guns were for the Renegades, the Thunder, and the Stars. Our Black Street Arts, the Hurricanes, the Sixers, and the Thunder. Our Centurions, we had the 2 men and 1 woman. And our authentic foil series, Sophie Monaloo for the Renegades. Our serial numbered stuff. Again, just like the last break, 7 numbered cards from 6 boxes. Although this time it was a lot of these predictors. 116 BBL Thunder, BBL Scorchers 130, and BBL Heat 53. Our Sapphires Zampa for the Stars number 8, Mac Wright for the Hurricanes 29, and James Pattinson for the Aussie Test 26. Authentic Series Signature Meg Lanning, Aussie Women numbered 118 on that signature. And now that we've done that, we're going to randomise out the case card from this case. And that was a retirement Callum Ferguson. Now, case cards this year are numbered to just 30. So quite a short print on the case cards. This one is number 9. 9 of 30. They only do, I think, 3 retirements. They did 3 last year. So they look quite good if you slowly put that set together. By next year, we'll have a full page of them. Callum Ferguson, number 9. I need to move over here just for a sec. Give me a second just to get this random.org up again. Looks like I closed the last one we used. Alright, so what I'm going to do, just to be quick, is I'm just throwing in 20. Done. Alright. Going to bring this over to our screen. Send that over to your screen. My screen, your screen. Someone's going to scream. Let's go desktop. Alright, so I've just put numbers 1 through 30. So they will just represent, just to keep it simple, spot 1 through 10 from the first break tonight, break 52. 11 to 20 obviously is going to be spots in break 53. And 21 through 30 was the break that we've just done, 54. Randomizing 3 times. Top spot will be the recipient of the Callum Ferguson case card. Let's do it 3 times. Good luck, everyone. 16, so it would be spot 6 in the second break tonight. Spot 9, which would have been first break. And we have spot 12, so it's actually spot 2 from break 2 tonight. So spot 2, break 53 was Lee. Lee had spot 2 in break 53. So I hope you didn't run off to your tacos, Lee. You just stick around for the case card random. If so, it was worthwhile. There you go. So that was Callum Ferguson, retirement case card number 9. 9 of 30. I'm still over on the desktop view. Swing it back. 9 of 30. Which went to Lee, who had spot 2 in break 53. There we go. I don't see any Lee comments. He must have left for his tacos. So what we've got next, I'll get these all sorted, packed and sent out. Thanks, guys. As far as cricket goes, we will do... Next cricket breaks that go up, we're going to bring the starter packs into it. So keep an eye out for those. They'll go out up during the week. So look for some box starter pack mixes. He is still here. Good start, Flea. So some box starter pack mixes. Look for those as the next breaks to go up. And then after we've done a couple of those, which will go up probably next week, we'll bring some priority edition in, get that involved as well. And we've still got a little bit of priority we've got aside, so we can also start looking at things like mayhem breaks for cricket too, now that we're starting to be able to compile some of this stuff. Those familiar with our NRL breaks would have seen them, because now we can start putting some more impressive larger breaks together. Perfect. All good. Thanks, guys. We will. I think we've got NRL tomorrow night. I haven't checked. I think it still had some spots left available. So hopefully we will run that one tomorrow night. Cricket will put some new ones up later in the week or during the week. The other stuff we're kind of slowing down a bit now, heading up to Christmas. So we haven't got any NBA or NFL or anything up. And we'll try to keep the breaks smallish in size too, just for the whole Christmas reason. Just to not create too much pressure there if people do want to get involved. That's about it. Thanks heaps, guys. Thanks for joining us on our first cricket break of the new series. And enjoy the rest of your night. And hopefully we see you again later in the week. Cheers.